Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to week 2 of the Rotten 7. This week is Exploitation horror. Big thanks to Billy Pop for setting this up and for giving us, sorry my cat is right here, for giving us that theme this week. I was pretty excited. I quite like exploitation horror. Originally I was going to do the original I Spit on Your Grave or Cannibal Holocaust or The Last House on the Left. But I decided to try something I hadn't actually seen. So my review is going to be on Thriller, A Cruel Picture. It's also known as The Girl with One Eye, I believe. It was made in 1978 and basically it follows a story of this girl, and when she was a little kid she was sexually assaulted, and then it sort of fast forwards to now, when she's a bit older, and she meets this dude and goes out on a date and thinks he's a really nice guy, and basically he drugs her and gets her addicted to heroin and tells her if she doesn't have heroin every 48 hours she'll die, and so she thinks she has to keep taking it to stay alive, and so he enslaves her with the heroin and then he makes her pay for it by making her his prostitute. So he's her pimp now. And so anyway, the first time that she goes to fuck someone, she scratches the dude's face, and in retaliate, as a punishment, excuse me, I'm getting a bit sick, as a punishment the pimp stabs her in the eye, so she loses her eye and wears an eye patch for the entire movie. That's actually really quite interesting. It's a really well shot scene. I've read a few conflicting things online saying that the director actually used a real corpse for that. Sorry, my cat is just scratching the curtain, it's annoying me. That the director actually used a real corpse to film that shot because the shot's really awesome. It's, the pimp's coming towards the camera like this with a scalpel, and then you see it going into someone's eye. So I'm not sure if that's actually real, if he did use a corpse. Whether or not he did, it still looked awesome. It reminded me heaps of Unchi and Andalou, and I'm probably butchering that name. The eye scene with the cut, except this time it's a stab. So anyway, so she's enslaved to this dude, and she has to sleep with all these people. She doesn't want to, obviously, and so on her days off she just randomly learns martial arts and learns how to shoot a gun, and then she exacts her revenge on all the clients, and she shoots all them, and then the final scene she gets the pimp. I'm not going to tell you how she gets him because it's actually really awesome. Suffice it to say, it was not with a gun. So yeah, it's like a rape revenge movie kind of. It was really, really well shot. The scenes when she's shooting people, it's not just bang, you're dead. They're super slow-mo, so it's really freaking cool. Seeing her shoot them and then them just dying slowly, and the director doesn't skimp out on any of the gore. There's blood everywhere, and yeah, it's really cool. The acting was awesome. Apparently the director had to get out a huge life insurance policy on the actress, the main actress, because she did all of her own stunts and stuff. I believe that the film was banned, and I watched the uncut version, and there is a cut version. So from what I understand, the difference between the cut and the uncut version is the uncut version has a lot of I guess you'd call them they are pornographic scenes. I don't think they're that bad personally. It's just really up close penetration. So a few if that's something that's not your deal or whatever, then watch the cut version. Apparently again the director used a couple that called themselves Romeo and Juliet and for those scenes, so it is actual real sex. If you see it you'll be able to tell it's real sex too. Apparently they went around doing live shows, and so he asked them to be in this film, and they were, and it got him in a buttload of trouble, and so they had to cut the film. But I thought those scenes were actually quite beautifully shot. They are graphic, but they're not that bad, they're not hardcore porn or anything. It's just two people fucking. Although you do know that the girl's been raped because she's been forced to sleep with these dudes, so that's not cool. And apparently the character in Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill, the nurse that Daryl Hannah plays, the woman with the one eye, with the patch on her eye, apparently Tarantino saw this film and was inspired by the character, and he made reference to the character in Thriller: A Cruel Picture with Daryl Hannah's character, so that was quite interesting. Yeah, so overall I thought it was a really awesome film. I think I gave it 8 out of 10 on IMDb, which for me is like quite high. I think I'm a hater, like I don't like a lot of stuff. I would definitely watch it again, and I'd highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. It's yeah, if you like the original I Spit on Your Grave and The Last House on the Left, I think you'll really enjoy this. It's like I said, a rape revenge kind of film. And yeah, it was really beautifully shot, and yeah, I think it was really awesome. So that is my review. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks again to Billy Pop for setting this up, and I will see you guys next week. See you later. Bye.